Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Today I'm just going to do a whip and chat because it's been literally ages since I've done one. I think the last one I did was January, and it's now, the 19th of August I think it is today. So yeah, it's been quite some time since I did one. I did want to do them weekly, but I'm just not sure I'd have enough to say to do them weekly. But I should at least be doing one a month if, that I can manage that, and I'm sure I can waffle enough to you to fill a whip and chat up once a month. So today I am working on this one from Diamond Art Club, which is called Not Your Alice, and I literally love her. She's beautiful. This one is going to be for my daughter's room at uni. She's moving to uni in September, and I told her to pick a couple of kits that she'd like for her bedroom walls in her uni room. So this was one of the ones that she picked. I've also done Witch's Brew for her, and I've also got what's the name to do as well? The Corpse Bride, because she liked that one. I do too, actually. So yeah, that's the ones I'm doing for her. So this is the one I'm working on today. Today I am using this tray, which was gifted to me by Kat from Crafting Cat UK, Kat's Diamond Painting. I'll link her details anyway, because I also use her putty, so I'll link all the details so you can have a look if you want to try putty. In my pen today, my pen is from Norse Alchemist, and this was a gift to me from my wonderful friends Kat and Laura. I was having a health issue and they wanted to cheer me up, so they sent me this beautiful pen because they are very kind to me and they spoil me and they are wonderful people, and I love them both dearly. So that's the pen I'm using. I am using this putty. This has been in my pen a few days now. Secret Getaway, which is from Crafting Cat UK. If you've not come across Kat's putty yet, it's centered. The packaging always has stickers on that match the theme, and it is very, very pretty. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. Oh, and it smells gorgeous. So yeah, that is the putty that is currently in my pen, but it has been in there a few days, so we'll see how it does. So here's my drills. It's in my purple storage case. So I do love this. I don't know if you are a Diamond Art Club fan, but now they've started doing this cellophane that's in sections. I love it. I literally just fold a section back and work on it. So I'm not using any of my release papers anymore, but yeah, I know they've only, sort of recently started it. So it's all the newer kits, newer releases that are coming out with, this perforated cellophane on. So, but yeah, it's a game changer. I love it. So let's make a start, and then I've got to try and remember what I spoke to you about last time. Just a little recap, because there are some new people to my channel. As I say, my name's Lisa. I live in the UK. I'm married to Dave, and I have two daughters, one that's 25 and one that is 19. My 25-year-old daughter has two sons, so I have two grandsons. So I'm granny, and I am granny to Ethan, who is 6, who's autistic, and I'm also granny to Ronnie, who was 2 at the end of January. So yeah, and I'm going to start working on this and waffle away to you. So please pull out whatever you're working on and tell me in the comments actually what you're working on, because I love to listen to whip and chats. I'll be honest, I love watching other creators do their whip and chat. And I'm not actually looking at the screen watching them whip and, watching them do their whip, because I'm just listening to what they're talking about. But, so yeah, get out what you're working on and just, sit with me for a while and we'll go through what's been happening. Just going to have a quick drink. I've got my Pepsi Max beside me. So we're going to work with the letter X and work away. So yeah, I think last time I did a whip and chat, I just started working at a special needs school. I literally, sorry, a bit of repeat, but for the new people, I hadn't worked in 10 years because my younger daughter had epilepsy, and I'd always worked from leaving school, and then she started having seizures, and I ended up, looking after her and leaving my job, and I was out of work for 10 years. I say out of work, I was obviously looking after her and you know, she was off school a lot and hospital appointments and things like that. So yeah, I didn't work for 10 years. And then in January, because of seizures, she's grown out of them. And I thought, you know, it's time for me to get myself a little job. So I started work as a TA in a special needs school. We have children's from the age of 5 to 19. And I'd started in a class with 3 boys that I told you a little bit about on my last Whip and Chat. Obviously, I won't go into too much detail due to data protection and things like that. But yeah, so basically we're on holiday at the moment. It's the summer break. A lot of schools in the UK have 6 weeks off in the summer. But our school, we only close for 4 weeks because we have an extra week at 2 other points of the year. So in the UK, we get a week off in October in most of the schools, but our school shuts for 2 weeks. And then in June, we get, you know, most schools in the UK have a week off, but we have 2 weeks off. So it's quite nice, really, because sometimes I suppose 6 weeks can feel a little bit long. But because I'd got a holiday booked before I even started working there, I actually wasn't at school for the last week because I'd already gone on holiday. So I had to take some unpaid leave for 3 days, but that's fine. I mean, it's not an issue. But I did, you know, I missed the last few days, which was a shame, you know, because basically what's actually happened is, and apparently according to TAs there, that's the first time they've done it. What they did was sort of around, would it be May, June time, maybe? They actually sort of said to all the TAs, look, this is going to be the classrooms next year, because some of the kids are obviously moving around. They've got a year older. They're, you know, their needs have changed. So some of the kids are moving around. Well, a lot of them are, to be fair. And they've sort of said, look, this is the children in this class. You didn't know what teacher it was going to be or anything like that. All you knew was a list of kids for each class. And they said, you know, look, which is your preferred class that you'd like to work? So you basically got to say, this is my first choice, this is my second choice, this is my third choice. So you could basically say which class you preferred to be in, which I think was really good, because the reason they did it like that and didn't tell you the teacher's name is because they didn't want you to pick a class based on a teacher that you have a preference for, because everyone does obviously have preferences of teachers they'd like to work with. So they basically said, you know, it's based on which kids are in the class, though. They didn't want you to pick based on the teacher. They wanted to pick because it was kids you really wanted to be with, which I think is great, because, you know, that is the best way to do it, or you know, to sort of pick which areas you think you have strengths. Now, before the holiday, before we broke up, and for the last sort of month or so of being in school, I was spending some of my week in a class with the younger children. So I was sort of working in a class with the 6-year-olds. And obviously previously the boys in my class were sort of 11, 12, 13 kind of age range. So I'd been spending some time in with the littler ones, and I really, really enjoyed it, because they're the kind of age of my oldest grandson, I suppose. So it's very relatable for me. And, you know, being a granny, I suppose, I'm kind of, you know, that's where my strengths are, I guess. So I was spending some time in one of those classes. So when I was asked which classes I wanted to be in, one of the ones I put down was where 2 of the boys from my previous class were going, you know, because I mean, I love all the kids there, all the kids are amazing, but because I'd got so used to these 2, I was really sort of like wanting to stay with them. But then obviously, because I'd got to know a couple of the kids in the 6-year-olds class, I also loved them. So I kind of put them 2 classes as my first and second choice. Do you know what? I can't even remember what I put down as my third choice. But I actually got the class with the 6-year-olds in. So from September, I'm in a class with 4 6-year-olds, and they're all girls. One of them I've never worked with yet. I've seen her, but I've never actually worked with her. But the other 3 are all familiar to me, and I'm familiar to them. So I think that will help them when they move into a different class with a different teacher. I think it will probably help them having, you know, someone a face that they recognise, if you like. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, to be honest. Really, really looking forward to the challenge of a different class. So you know, because it's completely different needs, really. You know, the boys in the class that I was in from January to the end of July, they were sort of doing like maths and English and things like that, not working at a level for their age, but working at a level for their ability. So, I mean, I'm 55 this year, so it's been a long time since I was at school and doing like nouns and proper nouns and adjectives, verbs and all that kind of thing. So I had to do some brushing up on my skills. Obviously, I thought if I'm going to help these kids, I need to know, you know, what I'm talking about. So you know, there was a lot of like work like that in the class I was in before. You know, they did maths, English, history, topics and things like that. Whereas the younger children, it's mainly just about keeping them safe, keeping them entertained with, you know, toys, drawing, bubbles, whatever it may be. So it's a completely different kind of, you know, kind of class. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. I'll be working with a teacher who I've not worked with before. I've never been in her class. Because the kids that are three of the kids that are moving from the class I've, you know, sort of been spending a bit of time in, are moving to her class, and, you know, she's not worked with them before. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge for all of us, really. So we've got a teacher, we've got me, another TA and a new TA are going to be in the class. So yeah, I'm not going to be the new girl anymore, which is quite nice. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, really looking forward to it. So yeah, that's what's happening work-wise. We've just got back from a holiday. We always go down to the East Coast during summer to Chapel St Leonard's, which is near Skegness. If you're UK, you'll know of Skegness, I'm sure. But we stay at Chapel St Leonard's. It's a little bit quieter, you know, not as busy as Skegness is. It's only like a bus ride away, so we do go into Skegness, you know, a couple of times during the fortnight holiday. But Chapel's just a lot more chill, let's just say. So yeah, we've just had 2 weeks there, and we were so lucky with the weather. It was literally, the first week in particular was absolutely glorious. I mean, we had so much sun, it was unbelievable. And we were in a really nice caravan, so that helped. And the caravan where we were, from our veranda, directly across from us was my daughter and her partner and my 2 grandsons in their caravan. So it was quite nice each morning, sort of going out on the veranda with a cuppa and just shouting over to the boys on their veranda and stuff. So yeah, it was really nice, you know, being so close. And then there was a caravan site next door to our site, and you literally went out of a gate in our site and into a gate in the other site. So they were literally like so close. My mum and dad were in a caravan on that site, and they were like 3 minutes walk from us. The beach was 5 minutes walk, if that. So it was a really nice setting, and, you know, nice to have my mum and dad so close by. But the caravan my mum and dad were in, they rent from a friend of ours, and, you know, they're quite happy for my mum and dad to have guests in the caravan. So during my mum and dad's 2 weeks in their caravan, they had my sister down and her fella down for 3 nights, I think it was. They had one of my nieces down for 1 night. They had another of my other niece down for 2 nights. And then my brother and my nephew also went down for 3 nights. So, you know, all split up at different times, obviously. Space-wise, wouldn't have worked. But yeah, so yeah, we sort of saw the entire family at some point over the fortnight. So that was really nice as well. My brother's never sort of had the chance to come away with us before. He's recently moved to our area, and, you know, we're spending a lot more time with him, which is really nice. You know, it's been nice getting to know my nephew properly, because, you know, I wouldn't say we never saw him, but we didn't see a lot of him. So, you know, it's been nice to kind of get to know him. I mean, my brother, I sort of saw a lot more and heard about a lot more because he works with my husband. So, you know, but yeah, getting to know my nephew has been really lovely. So yeah, it was a really nice holiday, and it was so good to be that close to the beach. I mean, literally at night when the tide was in, you could hear the sea, which I love. I love listening to the sea. I mean, to be honest, I have an app on when I sleep at night, and I often have either rain sounds or waves, and I quite like that sound. So yeah, it was really nice to be so close. so close to the beach and handy for the boys as well to take them for a paddle and things. So yeah, it was really, really nice. And then yeah, we've got my daughter is going to uni in Brighton. Which originally it was going to be the 16th of September she was going, then it changed to the 21st. Now I think it's changing back again to the 15th. So hubby and I are going to go down and probably stay over a couple of nights, take her down there, take all her stuff down there and get her settled in her room, and then obviously we'll come back. But yeah, that's going to be a bit of a shock for me to, you know, get used to her not being around. I'm going to find it really hard, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think we'll change the subject on that one actually. So yeah, what else can I talk to you about so that I don't get upset? What diamond painters have I bought recently? I bought the 3 for Riley, which is my daughter that's going to uni. I've been trying to get some of my stash down a little bit. Like I did some de-stashing. I've not got, I mean, I see people with like literally hundreds in their stash. I'm not that bad. I have literally probably got about 23, 24 kits or something in my stash. Something like that. So I'm not that bad really. And I don't buy them as often as I would if I had unlimited funds. I'm not going to lie. I would literally probably buy one a week. But yeah, I have to rein it in and buy them, you know, literally when I can afford them. And I do tend to buy most of my diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club, occasionally Diamond Art Studio as well. I'd say mostly from Diamond Art Club lately. So that's where this was from as well. Not Your Alice. But yeah, they're bringing out quite a lot of beautiful new releases at the moment, and I've got my favourite artists and things like that. So yeah, do you know what as well? I really do need to, and I definitely know I said this on my last whip and chat, and I don't think I've done anything about it, but I need to work on the whips I've got. At one time, I only ever had one diamond painting on the go, and I didn't touch anything else until I'd finished that diamond painting. But I think at the last count, I had about 7 whips. So yeah, not good. I don't like having that many hanging around not completed. But it's because, like, I'm going to make an excuse for part of it. Like sometimes it can be like I'm taking part in an event and it has to be a certain style of kit, so I will end up starting another one. And obviously these 3 that I wanted to do for Riley, I've started, finished the first one, this is the second one, and then I've got the 3rd one to do. But I have got some whips that I've literally had on the go for literally, some are going to be over a year, I know they are. They're probably over 2 years, some of them. That's dreadful, isn't it? Shocking. So I do need to get on with them and do them, because I hate having half-started diamond paintings around. I'm quite lucky that I've got a massive cupboard in the spare room and they can sort of hide in there so I can't look at them. I've just saw it. Don't you hate it when you do that? You tip the drills back in the pot and then you spot one that you've missed. It drives me insane, but it's even more so when I'm doing like a whip and chat, because I'm not focusing on my diamond painting. In the last whip and chat, I think I mentioned that I was debating getting a light pad, because lots of people had said to me that, you know, a light pad was one of their must-have things. So I did end up getting a light pad. I ended up getting a rechargeable one. I've not got it on at the minute because this kit I don't find too bad, especially in the daytime. If I diamond paint at night, I tend to use it more. I think I paid £33 for it from AliExpress, and it's an A3 one, so it's a big one, and it's rechargeable. So because I don't have any plugs near my dining table where I do my diamond painting, it's handy having the rechargeable side of it, because it charges just on a like a phone charging cable. So I tend to charge it overnight, and then it's good to go for about 4 days. Depending on obviously how long I diamond paint, but yeah, and it's got like different light settings and things like that. And yeah, I have found it really helpful, especially if I'm doing a diamond painting with a lot of dark colours. So yeah, I did end up getting one. So for everyone that advised me to get one, thank you. So yeah, I did that. What else can I tell you? Not currently doing any events. Any events that you guys are doing at the moment, or is there any upcoming events that you're taking part in that I might be interested in? Any excuse to start a new diamond painting, obviously. So yeah, I'm just kind of plodding on at the minute, enjoying the time off school to get some of my diamond painting done. I've just done a video before this one of a beginner's guide to diamond painting, so I need to get that one sort of edited and uploaded. Yeah, because I think, you know, there's always people coming to diamond painting that have never done it before. I see questions on groups that, you know, you can clearly tell someone is new to diamond painting. So yeah, I thought it was time to do a video. So yeah, I've just sat and done that for, I don't know how long it was, probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So yeah, I'll get that one edited along with this one and get them uploaded. So I haven't done a video for a while. I tend to kind of do videos in blocks, like if I've got quite a few diamond paintings that I've received, I'll do like 3 or 4 videos in one day and then sort of upload them once a week. Because obviously I'm not buying diamond paintings as often as I like, I kind of tend to run out of things to do videos for. But obviously I want to try and keep the content up on the channel, you know, because people will just sort of drift off and stop watching me if I'm not putting videos up, I'm assuming. People will perhaps think I'm not doing it anymore. So yeah, I mean, if there's any videos that you can think of that, you know, you'd like me to do, please, you know, feel free to let me know, because I'm always up for new ideas. I need to sort my playlists out as well, actually, because like I did have a playlist set up for unboxings and a playlist set up for like whipping chats and things like that, and I've not been putting them in it, and I need to tidy up my channel, get them all in the right place and things like that. Yeah, because I've gotten really bad for it lately. So yeah, what else can I tell you? I know last time I asked you guys for channels that you like to watch, and I did add some of those channels to my watch list. Yeah, because I'm always looking for new people to watch, you know, especially when I'm looking for whipping chats and things like that. And I love unboxings, I love whipping chats. They're kind of my go-to ones that I look for, really. So yeah, thank you for all of your suggestions of channels for me to watch. That's super helpful. Gave me a lot more to add to my list who I'm subscribed to. And I also like to support channels, especially channels that, you know, are like me, that started with like not many subscribers. I think I've got just over 2,000 now, but at one time it seemed to be like that I wasn't even getting to 100 subscribers, and it seemed to stay like that for quite a long time. And I almost sort of thought, you know what, I'm going to give up because people just aren't watching me. But it seems to have like picked up, and you know, I'm getting new subscribers every month. It's slowed down a lot. I'm not getting as many as I did. And I wish, you know, sometimes like when people watch my videos, I really wish more people would subscribe. It's like I've got a video, which video was it? Oh, my diamond painting must-haves that I did around a year ago. I think that's literally at the moment had about 58,000 views. But obviously, the majority of them people didn't subscribe. So when you're a creator, you start to think, well, am I doing something wrong? Is it something they don't like about me? Is it my voice? Is my voice irritating? And you start thinking all sorts of things that you're doing wrong. But it's probably just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone can enlighten me. What is it about me that people aren't subscribing? And they're just, because also there's like what's called YouTube Studio, and that tells you about who's watched your channel. And it will tell you like the percentage of new people or the percentage of returning people. And the percentage of returning people is really low. The percentage of new people is way higher. It's like 80% are people who are new to my channel who've recently watched my videos. So I think, well, there must be a reason why people aren't coming back and watching my videos. So it does make me think I must be doing something wrong. So, you know, as I say, if there's things you would like me to do, just let me know. I mean, one lady has recently said, you know, she was new to my channel and she'd like to see me do a whip and chat. And I thought, yeah, you know what, it is actually time I did one. It's been ages. But then whip and chats aren't for everybody. So, you know, maybe there'll be a few people that think, oh no, I can't be bothered to watch that. It's boring. But, you know, so let me know, you know, what sort of videos you'd like me to do, because it's, you know, I want to know what people want to see and not just sit here doing what I want to do. I want to know what you guys want me to do. So yeah, let me know what you think. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this diamond painting, but I am looking forward to doing a brighter colours one, because having done Witch's Brew, which was a lot of purples, and then now doing this one, which is a lot of obviously dark colours. The next one I'm doing is called Rainbow Head, which is a Diamond Art Club one. I know you're thinking it, Lisa, why are you not finishing this one and doing one of your whips? But you know what it's like, or do you? Are you one of these people that's got loads of whips, or are you really good and just does one at a time? Tell me that as well in the comments, because that's another thing I'd like to know. If you are as bad as me, then, you know, maybe I'll feel a little bit better about it. If you lot are as bad as me, then you've got loads of whips on the go. But yeah, I mean, I know I should be finishing one of my whips, but I am going to do Rainbow Head, because it is one that I have already got kitted up. And I was going to do it for an event, then changed my mind and went for something else. So, as it's already kitted up and all in my pots, maybe I should just start that one, because, you know, nice bright colours to treat myself to after a couple of dark ones. And yeah, you know, I think it's time for some light colours. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do next. Just thinking what else I can tell you. Don't think anything else is happening really. You know, like I say, Riley going to uni, holiday, new class starting in September. There's not really much I can tell you about. I'm quite a dull person actually. Well, I think I'm dull. I'm quite a home bird in that if I can stay at home and not leave the house, I will. I don't want to say I'm antisocial. I'm a very sociable person, and when I do go out, I'm going to say I'm good company, because I think I am, but obviously I would say that, wouldn't I? But yeah, I mean, like Saturday night, for instance, because it's Monday today. Saturday, I went out for my sister's hen night, and we had a really, really great evening. It was really good fun. But, you know, I've probably been out to the pub about 3 times this year, other than when we're on holiday, and you go out a lot more then. But yeah, I mean, you know, money's not been the best either, so it's, you know, with the cost of living crisis is affecting most people, I think, unless you're super lucky and super rich. I think most people have sort of finding it's a little bit more difficult to manage, you know, social activities more. But I mean, as I say, I am a bit of a home bird, so I'm quite happy at home diamond painting, if I'm completely honest. Oh yeah, the other thing I could tell you about, this might be a too much information type one, but basically I had a health issue a month or so ago, and most of you have probably gone by now, so most of you probably won't even get to this far in the video and hear this bit. But basically I had a bit of a health issue, and I went to the doctor, and the next thing I knew, I'm on a 2-week referral for I'm doing the wrong colour there. A 2-week referral for a cancer referral. So I actually have an appointment tomorrow at the hospital. So yeah, I'm a little bit anxious about that, I'm not gonna lie. But what will be will be. I'm hoping that obviously it's not that and it's something else. But then you get the next issue of what else can it actually be. So yeah, I am stressed about it, I'm not gonna lie, and I'll be glad when the appointment tomorrow, you know, they might not even be able to tell me anything then, but they might be able to say, yeah, actually we think it is, or yeah, actually no, we don't think it is at all. So I'm hoping for some sort of reassurance tomorrow, but I think time's going to tell on that one. So yeah, our hospital as well is an absolute nightmare for parking. It's absolutely horrendous. There is huge queues. You know, there's like several different car parks around the hospital to cover different areas, but it is crazy all the time. So I'm actually going to get my dad to drop me off. My mum and dad actually live next door. Some people think that's crazy, but we love it. We have literally, my husband built our fence and he's built a gate between us and my mum and dad. That was my mum's request, actually, for a gate between us, not mine. She wanted a gate between us so she can just come through quickly instead of going out of her main gate and into our main gate. Because she keeps her gate locked, we keep our gate locked, you know, just for security. So it is nice to be able to just come in between without having to go through the proper gate. And I've got 3 cats, Colin, Lola and Blue. Some of you, the ones of you that have watched my channel for a while, you'll know all about those 3. Colin, my beautiful ginger old man. In fact, I'll insert some pictures. So this is Colin. He's the ginger old boy. I think he's, I'd have to look on my calendar because I have got their ages written down. I think he's about 13. And then the next one is Lola. I'll insert her on the screen now. She's my little dot. She's tiny. She's always been a tiny cat. And she's so, like, she's just adorable. She's a mummy's girl. She likes to sit and snuggle with me and things like that. And she's not really that fond of other people. So yeah, she can be a bit of a hisser if someone strokes her that she's not familiar with. But with me, she's literally, she loves me. She's about 2 years younger than Colin. And then the third and final one is Blue. So I'll insert a picture of him now. He is an absolute menace to society. He's literally bitten so many parcel postmen and things like that because he sits outside and they think, oh, what a beautiful cat. Stroke him, and he lets them stroke him for a while and then he just bites them. Like, not enough to, you know, mark them usually, but yeah, he's a little horror, to be honest. He's calmed down a lot. I think he's about 9 now. Again, I'd have to check the calendar, but he, at first, when he was like a really young cat, he absolutely made Lola's life a misery. He bullied her so much. But as he's got older, he's calmed down a lot, and he's ever such a funny boy. He, like, literally at night, he wants to sit near me, but he doesn't actually want you to, he doesn't like really sitting on your knee. He wants to sit as close as he can to you, but not actually on you, so you're not constantly stroking him. It's like, I want to sit near you, but don't touch me, basically. And yeah, at the minute, he's taken to this habit of, when I'm diamond painting sat at the table, he keeps hanging around me, and then he's trying to sort of like climb on top of the diamond painting, which drives me crazy. So I'd like push him off and say, you know, go away. So now what he started doing is lying in the top of my case. I'll insert a picture now. That's how he started lying when I'm diamond painting. So yeah, it drives me crazy. They all drive me crazy in one way or another. I've got some putty on the canvas there. They go to my mum's a lot because she's gotten into the habit of feeding them. So yeah, they go to my mum's and have food there, and then they come back here an hour later, purring around me, making out that they've not been fed. So yeah, I don't fall for it anymore because I know she feeds them quite a lot. Buys them treats, and then, you know, they are literally constantly in her garden. My dad calls her garden a soup kitchen because not only do my 3 eat in there, but there is also at least 2 or 3 other cats that keep going in her garden and eating. And then there is a huge, huge blackbird that actually sits near my cat Colin when he's eating. So you've got Colin sitting there eating out of one bowl of cat food, and then the big massive crow, not blackbird, crow, the big massive crow sits at the side of Colin eating out of the other bowl. I mean, it's just crazy. And then there's a magpie that also comes eating the food. So yeah, it's so my dad calls it a soup kitchen because it is literally feeding so many mouths, which is obviously a good thing, of course. Soup kitchens are amazing. So yeah, that's I don't know what else I can talk to you about, really, to be honest. So yeah, wish me luck for my appointment tomorrow, which I am really dreading. But hopefully by the next whip and chat, I'll have some good news. Because even though I'd like it to be a month's time for the next whip and chat, or even every other week, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to bore you guys with like weekly ones, and like I've seen some channels sometimes do them weekly. I'm just like, I wouldn't know what to talk about. I'd like literally be like, yeah, what do I tell you now? You know what I mean? I'm a bit like that on this one, and it's been months. So what would I be like if I was doing them weekly? It'd be a nightmare, and you'd get bored of me. So yeah, I think we'll do. I'm going to aim for monthly, but I'm not obviously not making any promises. I know what I'm like. So yeah, that's you guys up to date with me. So yeah, in the comments, let me know what you're working on, what events you've got coming up that you're taking part in, any questions you've got, what other videos you'd like me to do, how often you want me to do whip and chats. Yeah, give your questions, let me know. Comments below, and thank you so much for joining me for this whip and chat. I know it's only been 36 minutes. I was aiming for an hour, but you know, I'm sure you're bored of me. So yeah, I will see you in the next unboxing, whip and chat, or whatever it may be. You take care of yourselves, guys. Goodbye.